Presidential state car The Beast. The United States presidential state car nicknamed the Beast, Cadillac One, first car. Stagecoach is the official state car of the President of the United States. The current model of presidential state car is a unique Cadillac that debuted on September 24, 2018. United States presidents embraced automotive technology in the early 20th century with President William Howard Taft's purchase of 4 cars and the conversion of the White House stables into a garage. Presidents rode in stock, unmodified cars until President Franklin D. Roosevelt's administration bought the Sunshine Special, the first presidential state car to be built to United States Secret Service standards. Until the assassination of John F. Kennedy, presidential state cars frequently allowed the president to ride uncovered and exposed to the public. President Kennedy's assassination began a progression of increasingly armored and sealed cars. The 2009-2018 state car had 5-inch thick 13 cm bulletproof glass and was hermetically sealed with its own environmental system. Decommissioned presidential state cars are dismantled and destroyed with the assistance of the Secret Service to prevent their secrets from being known to outside parties. Late 20th century and 21st century presidential motorcades have consisted of 45 vehicles other than the presidential state car, including vehicles for security, healthcare, the press, and route clearing, among others. Giving you a history back. The first serving president to ride in a car was President William McKinley, who briefly rode in a Stanley Motor Carriage Company steam car on July 13, 1901. According to the United States Secret Service, it was customary for them to follow the presidential horse and buggy on foot, but that with the popularization of the automobile, the Secret Service purchased a 1907 White Motor Company steam car to follow President Theodore Roosevelt's horse-drawn carriage. The president himself eschewed riding in the vehicle due to his image as a rough-riding horseman. The presidential state car, maintained by the United States Secret. Exterior of the Beast. The body of the Beast is covered in military-grade armor at least 5 inches thick. Combination of dual-hardness steel, aluminium, titanium and ceramic to break up projectiles. The body of the Beast is so thick it can survive bomb attacks. The doors of the Beast are armored-plated, 8 inches thick and the weight of a cabin door of a Boeing 757 jet. When closed they form a 100% seal to protect the occupants in the event of even a chemical attack. They can also be electrified to prevent intruders. The windows of the Beast have 5 layers of glass and polycarbonate. They can withstand armor-piercing bullets. None but the driver's window can open, the tube by only 3 inches. The chassis of the Beast has reinforced steel plates to protect the vehicle from bomb attacks. The Kevlar reinforced tires are shred and puncture resistant with steel rims underneath. Interior of the Beast. The interior of the Beast houses a number of self-defense features, including one that can escape chemical attacks. The rear compartment of the Beast seats the president and up to 4 passengers with glass partition. Only the president has access to a switch to lower it. The car also has a panic button as well as its own oxygen supply. The president's seat at the rear has a satellite phone with a direct line to the vice president and the Pentagon. The fuel tank is armored-plated and filled with a special foam that prevents it from exploding even after being involved in a crash. The boot part of the vehicle has firefighting system, tear gas and smoke screen dispensers. The chauffeur of the Beast is specially trained to handle crisis situations and escape with the president. The car is armed with pump-action shotguns and tear gas cannons. Bags of the president's blood type is kept on board in case he needs transfusion. The driver's compartment has a communications center and a GPS tracking system. At the front, under the grille is a hidden camera with night vision facility. The chauffeur who drives the Beast is specially trained by the U.S. Secret Service to cope with the most demanding of driving conditions, including escape and evasion and a 180-degree The Beast. 10 things to know about the president's limo. We don't know whether President Donald Trump is much of a car guy, though rumor has it he preferred to drive himself rather than make use of a personal chauffeur, but we do know that he rides around in one of the most exclusive automobiles on the planet. If you're not familiar with it, allow us to introduce you to the Beast, the Cadillac limousine tasked with transporting America's chief executive. The new Beast entered service in September of 2018, first spotted on President Trump's visit to the United Nations in New York City. Not much is actually known about the Beast. It operates out of the Secret Service's classified motor pool, but a few specifications and secrets have leaked out over the years. Of the information that has been made public, this is what we think you should know about Cadillac One, Limo One or the Beast. Number 1. It isn't actually a Cadillac. Unlike any presidential state car before it, the Beast shares little in common with a standard production car. Its chassis, diesel engine and transmission are based on those used GM's rugged heavy-duty commercial vehicles. Some standard trim pieces, like headlamps, tail lamps and the overall grille design keep it looking like a Caddy, but underneath, it's a completely different, well, beast. Number 2. It has its own airplane. The Secret Service makes use of a C-17 Globemaster transport aircraft to haul the Beast, a second limo and a heavily armored Chevrolet Suburban communications vehicle, anytime the president is traveling. The Suburban is nicknamed Roadrunner and it is said to be a rolling communications office directly linked to a military satellite, hence the SATCOM dome festooned to its roof. Number 3. Calling it armored is an understatement. There is probably not a better armored vehicle with windows on the planet than the Beast. Its armor plating is said to be 8 inches thick and its doors weigh as much as those on a Boeing 757 aircraft. 5-inch thick bulletproof windows contain at least 5 layers to put a damper on any effort by subversives. And those gigantic, nearly bus-sized Goodyear tires are Kevlar-reinforced run flats capable of keeping the Beast on the road for quite some distance if needed. The interior is sealed off from the outside world to reduce risks of a chemical attack, while a special foam surrounds the fuel tank to insulate it in the event of an impact. Number 4. It's exceedingly well equipped. Pop open the Beast's trunk and it is said that you'll find everything from firefighting equipment and oxygen tanks to a cache of the president's blood type. There are tear gas canisters, shotguns and, supposedly, grenade launchers, integrated into the Beast. The Secret Service has learned a lot since President John F. Kennedy's open-top Lincoln Continental was fired upon on Elm Street in Dallas. Number 5. It holds 7 passengers. At the very least, the Beast has 3 passengers aboard: the driver, the president's lead Secret Service protective agent in the front passenger seat and, of course, the president himself. However, 4 additional seats in the back are available, 3 rearward-facing spots on a bench and 1 spot next to the president for a guest. A folding desk separates the president from his guest spot. Somewhat surprisingly, the president's bench is covered in a dark blue cloth rather than leather, although plenty of hide is on board. Shoulder belts that retract toward the center of the bench and buckle into the outboard corners, the reverse of a normal rear seat, are included. Number 6. The Beast is not alone. The Secret Service actually has a few Beast-like vehicles. Although it's not known whether they're all functionally identical, some look more like a Cadillac CT6 than the Beast. The other limousines are used for high-ranking foreign officials and VIP guests when they're in Washington, D.C. It isn't known character limit as
It isn't known why the Secret Service rotates between presidential vehicles, however. In addition, the president sometimes travels in a heavily armored Chevrolet Suburban or a modified Prevost bus known as Ground Force One rather than the Beast. Number 7. It runs on diesel. The Beast is believed to use a Duramax diesel engine closely related to that featured under the hood of Chevrolet and GMC's full-size heavy-duty pickup trucks. Why diesel? Aside from the durability associated with diesel engines, the fuel has a low volatility that reduces the risk of it exploding, and it can be found everywhere in the world, unlike high-quality unleaded fuel. Number 8. Its pilot is a heck of a driver. Even though the Beast has more in common with a school bus than a sports car, its highly trained drivers can execute Type J turns and other police-style evasion techniques in the event of a situation gone south. The Secret Service drivers have undergone extensive training on a secluded site believed to be a military base with input from GM engineers and test drivers. Number 9. Its specs will not impress you. Burdened with lugging a rumored 20,000 lbs worth of Beast around, the diesel engine isn't a rocket, and the big car's top speed is said to max out at a pretty typical highway pace. In addition, all that weight makes it
It's all new. President Trump has had the privilege to ride in 2 different iterations of the presidential limo. Until September of 2018, when the new model was first spotted in New York City, he made use of the same generation employed during President Obama's term in office.